Hey there everyone, this is Life. Welcome back to my playthrough of Etrian Odyssey 3. Today we're going to continue exploration of the 6th and 7th floors. And that's basically it. I'm going to leave the Panic Fleury quest in the bar, I think. Let's actually just go grab it real quick. Essentially, somebody was saved by a statue and they want to put an offering up. And so we go back in and we're going to honor that request and do that. Unfortunately for the statue though, it has an actually good event attached to it in that it will fully heal you when you trigger the event for this quest, and that's like the best thing ever. So we want to like save that, except for the fact that there's nothing on the floor. Like, it's right here and there's no easy way to it. So we're probably just gonna have to use it at our earliest convenience anyway. Here, good old 18. Gonna get her her first level in Resurrect. Want the first out of many, because I love having high level Resurrect. As we press through the undersea passage, we find a statue with a blank expression. You recall the quest you undertook. This must be the statue the statue Swallow was saved by. We can offer the gift, and it will fully heal us. The entire party for 300 HP and TP. That's more than anything you could ever ask for. If you wanted to, you could hold on to that full heal for whenever the hell you wanted to. But the statue is kind of out of the way. So I decided just to use it at my earliest convenience. It's going to unlock a weapon called the Panic Fleury, and the Panic Fleury is a great weapon. Right to the Labyrinth's halls. Olympia is no longer here, but the witch hunt continues. And this is the new portion of the floor. There's not too much to it, but there is a very important part of the stratum on this floor. World Puffer, Great Hermit set. This is a common one. He might not defend on the first turn. He might actually just start going to the World Puffers immediately. We'll just have to see. I'm going to go ahead and try to nuke one and see if he covers. Nope, he covered for the wrong one. So the AI isn't perfect at predicting your every move. It knows I'm attacking, but it doesn't know who I'm attacking, so it's just covering one of them. And we'll do the same thing, because we don't mind who is the recipient of these attacks, as long as somebody receives them. Because both of them really don't like getting hit by these. Especially since he didn't pull up his defensive. Oh, he doesn't take super effective damage from ice. That's good to know now. Let's see if he's weak to fire. This is good stuff to test out. Okay, it's just Volt. Just Volt. I thought he was weak to every element. He's just weak to Volt. Good to know. Still takes a lot of damage to magical attacks, regardless of your element you choose, though. Right, south here is the important part of the floor that I was talking about. We don't really need to be there now, so I'm not going to waste the time to go down there now. Actually, there is one thing down here that is of use to us that we will go ahead and do. And he should be somewhere around here. He's not going to be over there, that's too important, but the guy we're looking for is right over here. Okay, this is the guy I wanted to talk about. As we walk through the undersea path, we come across a guard, and he's carrying a lot of stuff. Do a little item trading down here on the side. He frantically rummages through his pack and hands you a ball. Here's a medic on me, so he's interested in buying anything. He's going to offer you a few things. If you forgot your Randy thread, you can get one here. He sells the medical for 100, which is a total steal, but, like, why would you want... So, the thing that's worth it here is you can get a rapier early on for 4,000. The rapier doesn't have steep item requirements to obtain, but, like, I can get the money whenever I need it, and getting this rapier early is really helpful. Like, if you remember, Kadra still has this stupid palace that she's had for a long time, so getting this rapier for her would be very much worth. And once again, the price of which he sells it is a complete steal. Like, he's totally just ripping you off, but, like, And getting a rapier instead of, like, look at how much better that is. 82 to 120, just instantly. That is insane how much of a difference 18 attack makes. The rest of this is kind of dead-endy, and we're not going to go down that way yet. So there is a point to going down here. If you want to get a rapier early like I do, I don't like having a weakish princess still using a polish at this point, so getting the rapier from there is totally worth it on my end. And that's probably the only time in all of Etrian Odysseys I've actually bought things from a guard, except maybe in AO4. Hyanap Kulasuchus set. Kulasuchus. Very interesting set here. I'm gonna go ahead and set up both the charge and the guard. Just to be extra careful because we haven't really run into this set before. We're gonna fling bolt at the Hyanap. And we're gonna try to blind the Hyanap. Blinded him. Cool. He's going to use his Withering Glare to get rid of our guard tactic, so that wasn't exactly the best idea I've ever come up with. On the bright side, Kadra is still alive. I'll try to blind that Kulasuchus. He's a little bit more resilient to the blind and the starfish than the Neps are. But we should still have him down. Now we got him. Okay, so he's not that much more vulnerable, it's just that Vincent has a lot of luck behind him. Even though Vincent no longer has these lucky chokers on him, because he's now having armor because he won him alive, that's 6 blind. That's a 30% base chance to inflict blind. That is going to inflict blind. This little place down here doesn't really actually hold anything, it's just a dead end. That's cool, right? The shortcut to the take point from here is actually right here. Right at the edge. So it does this little bendy thing. Downstairs here. Shortcut here. Makes getting to the 7th floor really easy, as all you have to do is do a little bit of zigzag and you're up here. Then quite, well, preemptive, yeah, we've got this. And so we move further down into the B7 floor. Now I'm not going to like super extend myself this time around, like I did on the first visit through. We're gonna see a few key things and then we're gonna get out. So first we're gonna meet Kadra at this intersection. This is probably the first time he isn't going to act like a complete total snob. I mean, he's still cold, but he's not like an asshole anymore. Where the fish creatures prevented the pursuit of that woman, my men are no match for foul fish of the grotto. I leave this to you, Zarian. He finishes his short speech, returns to the southern door, and moves to leave. I'll be posted at the sentry's base camp in the hall ahead. Alert me if anything comes up. It's true that the path he indicates leads to a hall from which he sends no monsters. It seems an ideal roost for which to devise a plan and issue orders from. If you have anything to report, or conversely questions to ask, find me there. Find a sentry patrolling this area, he may have the information and for you. Beware the labyrinth, and he goes to the campground. So this is really the first time he doesn't really come off as a bad guy, in my opinion. This is the first time where I think I'd like him. I think this was the major turnaround point for me, not completely hating Kadra as a character. But, yeah, you know, I have a kind of a hate relationship with the armored people. But that's okay. And here's a camp spot. I was checking to see how much... Yeah, we can go ahead and pitch a tent here, and go ahead and use this now. Just to get Zara back up to speed, because she's the only one who uses TP around here. And he's going to put us into the nighttime hours. I don't think there's any difference in this labyrinth between night and daytime. Like, day and nighttime things will continue on in the future, but not right now. Now, by complete and total accident, we found the shortcut out of here. It's impassable from this side, so this is the shortcut we actually need. Alright, these squids are another rarity. Like the Kulasuchus, you don't meet these guys very often, really. Like, it's on this floor, and that's basically it. Sometimes on the next floor, not really at all. You barely run into these guys. I don't remember them being weak to any element in particular. We're just gonna have to experiment and find out. I'm gonna start with lightning and then work our way around to the other ones. He does have the annoying tendency of doing arm bind, I think. In this case, so they're not weak to Volt. Head bind, okay, so that they do like to make your Zodiacs unable to do anything. It's cool, they're totally allowed to. The only element we haven't tried is fire, but we're gonna probably kill him before Zerg has the opportunity to test that theory. That's okay. We'll just have to fling fire at him next time. This is a sharp knob. There's a soldier over here who will tell you how to get out of here and more information about his soldiers. It's a dead end ahead. Although there's no road ahead, now I'm wondering where everyone who headed that way went. They went over here. Okay, now this is the main part of the B7th floor. You are in a big giant maze where every few intersections you're going to be aggressed by an FOE, and this FOE is essentially blocking your path. If you are capable of beating these things, which you pretty much aren't, but if you can beat these things, then you can sequence break the hell out of this floor. But for now, we're gonna say that we don't have that power. We don't have that strength. We could have that strength, but I'm not willing to test that. At least not right now. So we are going to ignore the FOE and make our way through the floor as if you were going to avoid them intentionally. So once again, an FOE has appeared. 2 spaces seems to be their aggressive range. Once you get within 2 spaces of them, they don't like you anymore. And then they just chase you for a while and then they lose interest. Okay, so we have some options. We can go this way or we can go south. That way is not an option because obviously the FOE is blocking it. So let's go see what's over here real quick. I believe there's an item point if we go this way for long enough. I should have run into a fight while we weren't, like, you can still run into fights while these FOEs are chasing you. The encounter rate's low, but, like, just the threat of being able to run into a fight at any time is no good. There should be a shortcut to the south somewhere around here. We can't use it right now, as you would expect. Don't think there's any other shortcuts in this loop. The other important thing about this loop is that it leads to an item point or a treasure box. Oh, there is another shortcut here. Go ahead and complete the loop. And if we go north from here, we're going to get access to a treasure box. And we love treasure boxes. They contain neat and useful things. So after we completely do that, let us check the contents of this box. An Amrita 2, it's like an Amrita 1, but it gives even more. We need to run into a fight. We still need to test if the coral octopus is weak to fire. We're going to go ahead and set up the guard and try flinging fire at the coral octopus and see what happens. Okay, he seems to resist fire, so if you want to hit him, you want to hit him with Ice or Volt. Not gonna hit him with anything else for now. We're gonna fling ice at the coral. And we're good. Those octopus don't like giving their items, and Vincent's Waste Knot will help us with that, though. Right, we have to do this loop again. If you didn't go to get the treasure box, completing the loop is very easy because the FOE is still behind you. but that's not the case for us. Now, because I'm complete and total nut, I'm going to actually do the loop twice, just so I know what that FOE is doing all the time, every time, even though he's stationary all the time, every time. Now we can just whiz on by, and we can ignore him. Gonna grab the aggression of this guy. There's a chop point down here. That's what it is. Right in this little niche right here. And the FOE will lose interest if you go to this niche and everything. If you continue going around the circle east here, the FOE will still chase you. Still be chasing you for quite a little bit. So I recommend just going down to the chop point niche anyway. Not only to map it, but to get out of that guy immediately. Preemptive attack, second burst, same as the first. Vincent grew a level, getting us even more experience as we go on. Now, I am planning a WF, which is going to do exactly the same thing as Vincent, except actually be useful in combat, which was the idea. Not sure exactly how it's going to pan out, because you won't get the same experience boost that Vincent does, but you'll still have the Waste Not Camp Mastery to market thing just like Vincent will, as well as having access to all of those summoning beasts. So going up here is actually just pointless, so don't come up here. Actually, I think there's a guy you can talk to. No, there isn't. Unless he's like an obscure spot like around here, and I just totally missed him. Now, if there was... I thought... This up here is where the guard is. This is the way of progress this way, to the east. But if we go up here, we can talk to a guy, and who wouldn't want to talk to a guy? And let me make sure that I've actually paid attention and given... Yes, I have, okay. Searching for Olympia, we spot a figure ahead, which appears to be one of the sentries. Yes, we are. Something in the southern area, the other team head towards the sentry, then excuses himself, citing exhaustion from a moment. It's promising, but... Okay, so southern area is where we're heading. So we head there. Now there's an opportunity to get a free lance somewhere along this line. I don't remember where exactly. Meet the King Starfish. He's an interesting guy. He summons other starfish if he has the space for it, and he can be, in general, annoying by himself. He's weak to piercing, and... No, he's not weak to piercing, he's weak to slam damage, just like all the other starfish. And he's susceptible to blind, just like the other starfish. I'm not going to really focus on him, really. We're just going to kind of pay attention to his hungry coral friends first, and then we'll worry about him. Okay, with those two in kill range, we can start working on this guy. He's not weak to any of the elements, just like his cousins. We're just gonna try to blind him. He has a leech life attack, where he will heal off either all the damage he does or half of the damage he does. I don't remember. But otherwise, he's not really a threat. I mean, outside of he's just summoning more starfish. If he gets all three of the starfish out, he can do the combo attack with them, I think. It's either... Yeah, I think it's that. So we're gonna go ahead and swiftly execute the red starfish. Not really worry about him. As I said, he's not really a threat, but here's the thing about the starfish. He's very good for experience grinding if you're capable, especially if you are capable of one-shotting the red starfish he summons. Because of that, it makes him actually rather easy. I'm gonna go ahead and get that Mind Heal Bodyguard action going. Otherwise, he's kind of a cinch and isn't a threat at all. Oh, pardon me, I got it wrong. He can summon 2 red starfish, or 1 blue starfish, or... Maybe that's it. I don't remember how many he can summon exactly. It has been a while, so I've easily forgotten. Okay, he can summon 1 blue starfish, 1 red starfish, or 2 red starfish. And those are his summoning caps. Now, this is where things get super nasty if we don't deal with this guy ASAP. Okay. Now, Bloody Sucker is that... I guess it's a party attack that makes him heal. I guess that's what I was talking about earlier. So there we go. That deals with that. That's all there is to that guy. He takes a while to beat, I guess, but otherwise he's not really a threat. And if you kill him with Pierce, I think you get his conditional, so that's all nice and dandy. Should we work on Guard? No, let's work on Monarch again. I need to get that to 10 soonish. So we'll work on that. Magic Parry to 4. Everyone else is good. Let's move on. Now, this floor has a lot of shortcuts in it. It makes getting around it very, very simple and easy. There's an FOE here. I don't know what purpose he serves, but this room over here, or this little nook and cranny over here, has what we want. This guy's looking for proof of his friend is still alive. No, we can't help him right now. That's pretty much our goal for this visit, is to get him his proof. Spot a figure ahead, which appears to be one of the sentries. Can you do me a favor? One of the guys took a different road and he's still not back. He's kind of worried. If you find him, tell him check back at base camp. I'd look for him myself, but I just got another man down past here. I'm counting on you. Kinda has to make you wonder exactly how strong the sentries are. Now there's a shortcut here that makes getting back to this guy very easy after you find proof of his member being dead. But for now, we kinda have to do the do-si-do with this FOE. Double Core Octopus Kulosuchus set. This is probably the only time you're ever gonna see this set ever. So, hooray. Set up the charge, set up the attack, because we're gonna be here for a bit. I set up the guard. Attack. Attack. Going for the Kulosuchus first. Blinded him, that's nice. Vincent gets his head bind like he always does. Not really interested in using magic during this fight, so we'll just keep shoveling on. Not tough at all. Right, once again, we're going to have to be on the lookout for shortcuts, because this floor loves shortcuts. There should be one on this left wall, or somewhere around here. No, not on this left wall. Okay, so shortcuts are everywhere, but not absolutely everywhere. Okay, now this is where the FOE will actually chase you for a decently long period of time. If you pay attention, you'll see the blue flowers on the right. Go ahead and grab the shortcuts. Makes getting past this FOE and this FOE completely negligible. And we run into another guard. Don't go right at the fork ahead. 10 of our men made that mistake. No one came back. Here he has a fling. You can highly consider taking his warden to heart. So we're going to ignore him. And come up to the fork. Unfortunately, the FOE still seems to be chasing us. So I don't think hanging around here is a good idea. So I'm going to try to get out so that we can continue on. I'm going to go this way because there's the treasure box this way. It's going to reconnect with the FOE again, which is okay. As you can see, he gets back to his position as soon as you get there. Also, I'm very bad at mapping, pardon me. Well, here, there, here, there. Okay. So once again, he does the stupid wild chase. And at the end of this corridor is a box. What's in this box? I don't remember. Let's find out. An extra 2, so that's nice. Not really necessary, though. Guy lost interest in us already. That is probably one of the longest fights in the Stratums if you run into a Double King Starfish set, and especially if they start summoning like mad. And I'm gonna make our down here. We got two shortcuts here. One's a treasure room and one's an actual shortcut. So let's get these out of the way. This is a treasure room. We obviously want that. We're gonna go ahead and use an Amrita here, just to keep the engine going. Just for that little bit. We're not gonna be here that much longer. This episode's kind of dragged on for a decent chunk of time already. So let's just grab these two items. Gonna be just 1,000 in to help compensate for a fourth of a rapier. Let's not do this again. I don't feel like it. And we have Vulture. Not entirely useful, but not entirely useless either. Zara can make good use of the jars, as can Kira. Now we should run into the badge here. As we cautiously venture forth, we found a sentry collapsed on the ground. You immediately rushed to his side, but he has already passed away. He must have been born at the brunt of some vicious attack. His thick armor is rent in twain. As the rest of your party shudders at the carnage, Kadra saw something that alerted the others. Whatever murdered the sentry was drenched in blood, left a trail down a nearby path. You considered with some trepidation whether to follow the trail of blood or to retreat for now. Yeah, they got killed by a lot of starfish. And by a lot of starfish, I mean a lot of starfish. We're gonna check his corpse. Unto even during dying moments, perhaps his identity will shed light to you if you take the medal with you. Your choice is yours whether to take it or not. Take the medal, yes. Medal from the corpse's hands without causing further damage to the body. Rigor mortis makes the fingers difficult to pry open as if he was still alive, but you succeed. You pay a silent tribute to the fallen sentry before leaving the area. Got his medal. Now, this path that continues off to the east is the exit of this floor, where we need to be going next time. First, we're going to make our way up here and kill another goddamn king starfish. Low enough in health for Zara to kill him, that's awesome. Okay. Getting real sick and tired of these king starfish sets. They like a single king starfish, nah, that's no big deal. As king starfish start getting paired up with other things, that's a really big deal. Alright, now this is a starfish nest, and you need to know about that for later, but for right now we're just gonna avoid it like the plague, because we want to get back to this guy about his dead soldier friend. It's dead, this can't be, don't even joke about that, where's your proof? Yeah, he does. Now he's depressed. He's gonna be a little bit callous of him, but he's okay now. And we got our orders to Elven Labyrinth. I knew this would be an possible outcome. Thank you for taking time to look for him. Here is a little something for your troubles. He gives you a Sarissa. I'd best get back to Kadra and break the news to him. Can't stand around here forever, after all. That he goes, gathers compatriots, and goes back to the tent area. You see him off before your search of the labyrinth. Alright, so this is a decent spear to replace our Dosanga with. Does, you know, it's only 40, it's only 46 more attack, or 44 more attack. But that's still quite a bit, that's quite a bit extra attack. We're gonna take it with us. If I have the opportunity to forge it with more attack later, I will, but for now, that's it. That's all we're gonna do for now. This is really going to take a bit more time to concern. Next time we're going to do get some 7th floor quests. We're going to go down here, get the stairs down. Actually, if I remember correctly, it looks something like this. Nah, I don't remember. Let's not concern ourselves with things like that. Let's just move on out. And go ahead and report our results for the Statue of Salvation to get this Panic Flurry. Serious powers, you must be crazy. Well, you made her happy. Here's your request reward. Panic Flurry. Get 6,000 experience. Sarah goes to level 19. And Ethic Charge to 5. Ethic Return is now available. We're not really interested in Ethic Return. Can't really use it, really. We're gonna be working mostly on... what do I want to... what did I want to work on after? I always forget. I think we're going to hold on to our skill points and maybe start working more on masteries and start making our way to things like Binary Thunder and Volt Prophecy. We'll have to see. That's probably it, though. We have a few new quests available to us. This one's going to want us to get the chop point items, and this one's going to want us to do the starfish stuff. We'll do these later. So hey there, everyone, this has been Life. As always, I thank you for watching. And next time, we're going to do a little bit of a shopping spree at the beginning of the episode, then we're going to do more 7th and 8th floor stuff. I'm going to see you guys then. Goodbye.